Well, very different Andy and Stu react. It's me, Rossco. Good old Stuart Watson, my friend. Andy's got a nice day off, and he's missed a cracker. 8 straight wins, 9 consecutive clean sheets, Stu. 4-0 win for the Blues against Wycombe. Thoughts on that?
Wow. The show goes on, the momentum keeps on gathering. I just sensed today, coming into the ground, a crackle of anticipation in the air. It's a sold-out Portman Road, gloriously sunny Good Friday day. Could Ipswich rise to the occasion? Yes. First 20 or so minutes in this game looked like it might be a slightly awkward match. Wycombe played with a different system to usual. Matt Bloomfield went more defensive, took a couple of his younger attacking talents out of the team. It was a back five, 2 players sort of sitting in front of that back five, and it got to about 20-25 minutes and you were thinking, could be one of those awkward days. They were organised, they were difficult to break down, but Ipswich played their trump card, which they've played so many times this season, a set-piece goal. Yeah. Those keep on coming.
George Hurst, 4-4, my friend. He's on a roll and a great header.
Was a great header, yeah. It was Leif Davis delivery and George Hurst rose highest at the near post, glanced it in. After the match, Kieran McKenna said that they've been working very hard with George Hurst about improving his threat at set pieces. They think for his size he could do more on those, so that's come straight off the training pitch. Charlie Turnbull, apparently the coach who's been working with him on those. And it just shows you the importance of set pieces. Ipswich have got more set piece goals than anyone in the league this season, and on days like today when it's getting a bit frustrating and the space isn't there to work with in the final third, those set piece goals are massive. And once they got their noses in front, Ipswich, they were able to play with a bit more freedom because Wycombe had to come at them a little bit more, left a few more spaces, and were able to get that vital second goal right on half-time. It's always good to score a goal on half-time, isn't it?
I know, yeah. And trademark Connor Chaplin finish as well. He's 21st of the season. He's at 18 in the league.
Yep.
He is on a roll this season, and I just love him as a player. Thoughts on that goal, my friend?
Yeah, came at, as I say, a great time just before half-time. Wes Burns with a lovely little feint, drop of the shoulder, sold his marker, and then cut the ball back and trademark Connor Chaplin goal, wasn't it? Rifled it right into the bottom corner. That is now, I think, 10 assists for the season for Wes Burns. I've just seen a stat knocking about on Twitter that is 5 games in a row that Wes Burns has produced an assist in the league. The last man to do that in the top 4 tiers of English football, 5 assists in a row.
Is it Mo Salah?
It is Mo Salah.
I heard it. I won't take credit for it. I heard it from someone else. So yeah, there wasn't a shot in the dark, but that is pretty impressive.
Yeah, Mo Salah, November 2021. So we got stats coming out of our ears today. Such is the form that Ipswich are in. But once they went into the break 2-0 up, you just have full confidence in this Ipswich side to get the job done, don't you?
Yeah, and I don't know. It was probably 2-0 when town fans were chanting top of the league, stand up if you're top of the league, and we were briefly. But then the third goal, Wes Burns, what a finish. He's in a form of his life as well after a bit of a shaky moment, but he's coming and another great goal. Yeah,
added a goal to the assist, absolutely smashed the ball home on the angle at the near post. That goal came after a driving run from Harry Clark, a give and go, galloped forward, looked like the ball had got too far away from him, but he made sure he crunched into the 50-50 and the ball span free. Lovely little reverse pass from George Hurst, and as I say, yeah, Burns just lashed the ball home at the near post, and at 3-0 that was very much game set and match. You're right, at that stage news came through of results elsewhere. 2 of the 3 went Ipswich's way today. At one stage it looked like all 3 of them might go Ipswich's way. Plymouth went behind quite early at Morecambe, and Ipswich were top of the table for a little while, but Plymouth did come from behind. They won that game 3-1. But yeah, other results elsewhere went Ipswich's way.
They did. And do you know what? At that stage, I was like, more please town, more, and they did get it. Of course, there was some substitutions. At that stage, I think, that's going to stop the play a little bit, but it didn't stop them, did they?
Yeah, quadruple change, I think, on around 69 minutes. Changed the entire front 4. So we had Burns, Chaplin, Broadhead, who took another big kick to his ankle today, the same ankle that he rocked a little bit at Derby last weekend, and Kieran McKenna said that's quite a bit of bruising there, so they're going to have to see how he is for Monday. And Hurst, they all came off to rapturous applause, standing ovations, deservedly so. On comes Jackson, Harness, Edwards and Ladapo.
What bench?
An embarrassment of riches that you can bring on those four. Poor old Wycombe have to then face those four fresh legs. And they all played their part as Ipswich kept their standards high, made sure they kept this clean sheet run going, added a fourth goal. Edwards bundled over inside the box. Don't think there's any arguments about that being a penalty. And Freddie Ladapo rolled it home for 4-0. And
I think he's got a 100% record through the penalty spot. And he hasn't scored for a while, but he hasn't been played as much. But yeah, another goal for Freddie. I think now it's 12 goals from him in the league, so not bad stats going. And as you mentioned, clean sheets, we've got to mention it. We mentioned it on the pod about what's better, wins or clean sheets. At the moment, clean sheets, it's 9 in a row. Walton and Co will be very pleased on that one.
Yeah, and you could see the focus that they wanted to keep that going. I think that helps at the moment when they get in front in these sort of games. It just gives them that little extra incentive to see these games out. Wycombe, I don't think, had a shot on target in this game towards the end. There was a free kick about 25 yards out towards the end, and you're thinking, oh, please don't let this one go in, but Wing curled it over the bar. And just a thoroughly professional job again for Ipswich Town today. That is now, remarkably, 24 goals scored without one against. So that run starts from when they were 2-0 down against Sheffield Wednesday here. Obviously, came back to draw that game 2-2. 24 goals without conceding one, 8 wins in a row, 9 clean sheets, which is a club record. I think the 8 wins equals the club record. Yeah. So if they can go to Cheltenham and win on Monday, that would set a new club record for victories in a row. Kieran McKenna says within a minute of the players getting into the dressing room, Cheltenham was being discussed. There is serious focus in this group at the moment.
Yeah. And 7 big games left, Stu. Cheltenham up next, as you said. 21 points up for grabs. End it as you would, my friend. It's very different, this video, I'm sure. It's Andy and Stu going back and forth, and let Stu do the heavy lifting. But it's been a pleasure to be in Andy's shoes for one game. But yeah, take it away.
The feel-good factor continues to grow, doesn't it? I think that, it was just lovely seeing the fan zone packed today, the club shop so busy. I think there was 100+ first-time fans, youngsters who get their certificates for coming to the game for the first time today, which is a record. So this new generation of Ipswich fans is being brought in by this team, this very relatable team. Long may it continue. Cheltenham, not an easy game on Easter Monday, but Ipswich have got the spirit and the quality and the depth, hopefully, to keep this run going. We'll see you at Portman Road.